Taiwan moved one step closer to net zero emissions on Friday as it inaugurated its first carbon market exchange. The exchange is a place where carbon emissions are traded for credits that can be used internationally.
About 27 companies attended the opening ceremony, including TSMC, Huang, and China Steel. The first batch of the transactions totaled more than $800,000, with a financial holding making the biggest purchase.
国际碳权交易平台正式启动。
The Taiwan Carbon Solution Exchange is inaugurated, bringing Taiwan into the era of carbon trading. The historic event was attended by Minister of Economic Affairs Wang Mei-hua, Financial Supervisory Commission Division Director Huang Tien-mu, National Development Council Minister Ming-hsin, and Taiwan Carbon Solution Exchange Chair Sherman Lin.
Carbon pricing has become the most effective tool that can lead to carbon reduction. Establishing a trading platform like this can bring in market mechanisms that can create incentives for enterprises to reduce their carbon emissions.
The carbon trading platform is a compilation of suppliers and developers looking to sell carbon emissions. A list of sellers is compiled and inspected before the carbon credits associated with them gets put up for sale on the platform. Then Taiwanese businesses can purchase the credits, which allow them to generate a certain amount of carbon emissions while getting their products to be considered carbon neutral. The first sellers of carbon credits on Taiwan's platform originated from 7 countries, including Vietnam, India, and Kenya, with between 50,000 and 100,000 tons of carbon for sale at a rate of $5 to $15 per ton. The first transactions on the platform totaled $800,000, and the biggest buyer was a finance holding company.
I think this is a historic moment. These transactions are much more lively than we can imagine. The Taiwan Carbon Solution Exchange has many cooperative relationships with exchanges in other countries, including the London Stock Exchange, the Tokyo Stock Exchange, and the Singapore Exchange. Our financial holding and all its subsidiaries mobilise people to support this. Actually, we have operations in more than 10 countries. Of course, we can have some carbon credits from abroad that we can put to use locally here. So, of course, we will be very active on this exchange.
Several companies rushed to make transactions on the opening day, including China Steel Corporation and TSMC. Big names in finance were also present, such as Ming-hsin Financial Holding, Cathay Financial Holding, Mega Holdings, and CTBC Financial Holding, all of which engaged in trading. Ming-hsin purchased 5,000 tons of carbon to offset its own emissions in financial products and services. Huang and Commercial Bank said it had also made a purchase of a similar amount to other companies in the finance sector. China Steel purchased 500 tons as well and says it will evaluate whether to purchase more in the future.
The finance industry can play the role in green finance. Through investment and financing, it can bring attention to important issues like this.
The carbon trading platform is hoped to push companies toward treating carbon emissions as a commodity and set up Taiwan on the road of reaching net zero emissions by 2050.